The Toronto Raptors get a huge win in Dallas. This is, in my opinion, this is the best win of the Raptors season. I mean, the Raptors go on the road. They hand a good Mavericks team their first loss at home. And this was just a total team performance by the Toronto Raptors, getting it done on both ends. We're going to talk about it. This is Luca with another Raptors post-game video. Do me a solid, guys. Hit a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new for more Raptors content just like this. The Toronto Raptors come away with a nice 127-116 road victory over Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks. The Raptors, they shot at 49.5% from the field. They were 11 of 36 from three. The Raptors definitely didn't get the three ball to fall. But where the Raptors really let their presence be felt, 72 points in the paint. The Dallas Mavericks were desperately missing Derek Lively II as the Raptors were feasting inside. Their largest lead was 15. The Raptors never surrendered that lead in the second half. I mean, the Raptors were just a thorn in the Mavs side and leading the charge in the paint. Pascal Siakam. This is the bounce back performance Pascal Siakam needed after two duds. And there's something about Wednesday, but it's looking like Pascal Siakam comes to play every single Wednesday. Siakam was phenomenal in this one. Listen, I got to give this guy credit when he deserves it. I know I get on him a ton, but 31 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 15 to 25 from the field. They couldn't stop Siakam. The Mavs simply had no answer in the paint for Siakam. No Lively, no real presence. And Siakam was 0 of 5 from 3. Here's what I'll say to that. Siakam, stop camping outside. We don't need Pascal Siakam to be taking threes. Siakam's got to do his damage inside, get to that spin move, get to the rim, and that's exactly what he did. The one thing about Siakam, free throws, 1 of 4 from the line. You want to see him be able to deliver at the line. But other than that, I mean, Siakam, you can't say anything negative about how he played. He was a +7, really set the tempo early, and he had 8 shots in the first quarter, I think, or 9, I believe. I mean, this guy was playing with a great deal of energy. He looked more driven. He looked more locked in, engaged. This was just a different Pascal Siakam that we saw from all facets of it. This was just a very motivated Siakam from start to finish. So nice to see. O.G. Anunoby, man. Like, O.G. Anunoby through 8 games has proven that he is absolutely untradeable. Like, don't even have the discussion. And now we know why the Raptors have not traded OG Anunoby, and that OG Anunoby has survived all of these trade rumors that he constantly finds himself in. This dude is unbelievable. He is elevating his game right before our eyes, and we always knew OG was great defensively, but he's not only somehow getting better defensively, but his offense has looked so good. OG Anunoby, 26 points, 9 of 17 from the field. He was 3 of 8 from 3, but the efficiency continues to be there overall. He continues to get his. He looked good in this one, getting to the basket a few times, had 5 rebounds, 2 assists. OG Anunoby, man, I'm loving that we're seeing him have his best season right now of his career. Like, to date, 8 games in, OG is on pace to having his best season as a Raptor. This dude is scoring it, and he's defending it really well, man. Look at what he did to Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic, he's a great player. You're never going to shut him down. But Luka, he had 31 points, but it was a quiet 31. OG made him work. And you saw Luka very frustrated. His body language was off. Luka was only 11 of 26 from the field, 2 of 10 from 3. So Luka's always going to put up Luka numbers. I mean, this guy's great. He was still able to have a 31, 7, and 8 4-steal night. But it came at a very, very tough rate. I mean, nothing was easy for Luka Doncic. OG Anunoby did as well of a job that you can do on Luka. And not only did OG deliver on the offensive end, but defensively, he continues to be one of the best defensive players in the league. I mean, right now, OG Anunoby would win the Defensive Player of the Year award. Look at what he's done against the other team's best player. OG goes from guarding Victor Wembanyama to Luka in a 2-game span and does a great job in each outing. And not only that, but he found a way to get his offense. This dude must be exhausted guarding these special talents, but he's still able to have the offensive outbursts that he has on the other end. Like, it's truly amazing to see. So OG, solid. Dennis Schroeder continues to be a steal for the Raptors. 18 points, 7 of 13 from the field, couple blow-bys. And then Scottie Barnes, yes, his 20-plus point streak came to an end. Yes, he did have an off game in terms of his scoring, his shooting, 4-15 from the field, 0-4 from three, got off to a slow start offensively. But what makes Scottie Barnes truly special, and we saw it, is that he doesn't need to score 20-plus. He doesn't need to be efficient in order to impact the game in so many different ways. Barnes still nearly had a triple-double, still finished with 14, was still a +9, but he had 14 rebounds, dominated on the glass, 7 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks. Scottie Barnes continues to deliver for the Raptors. And this is a guy who has led the Raptors in a bunch of categories so far in this early season. And he showed us that, he can still have his fingerprints all over the game. And defensively, he was solid as well. So the Raptors starters coming to play, Jakob off night, before the 5 starters come into play. And then really a huge uplift in this one. Finally, how long have we been waiting to see this? The bench actually came through for the Raptors, particularly Gary Trent Jr., Chris Boucher, and Malachi Flynn. Malachi Flynn had some nice minutes in this one. 8 points in 15 minutes, 2 of 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, hit a couple of big-time threes, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, +7. Can't say anything bad about Malachi in this one. Gary Trent Jr. finally got it going. 16 points on a very efficient night from the field, 6 of 11, 4 of 8 from 3. And Chris Boucher, high-energy guy, was getting his hand on basically every ball, out hustling Luke on a rebound, 10 points, 4 of 4 from the field, perfect from 3. And Chris Boucher, I really loved his energy level in this one. The Raptors, got to give him credit in this one. Like I said, most impressive win to date. This team, when they are just feeling it, total team production, total team effort, getting after it offensively, defensively, when their energy level is at a high level, this team is tough to beat, and this team has been fun to watch. They, go into San Antonio, get that win, go into Dallas, get that win. And remember, the Raptors were a horrible road team last season. If they can continue to get these road wins, they're going to show up at home more times than not. This is the makings of having a nice season. And the Raptors, at 500, this thing could have quickly gone away from them. They found themselves 2-4, going up against, a decent Spurs team, a very good Mavs team that was 6-1. They get out of this thing 4-4, and now they're going to have a big challenge on Saturday against the Celtics, but they got to feel good about themselves going into that matchup in Boston. So the Toronto Raptors continue to build the confidence, the continuity, the team chemistry, the good vibes. Can Siakam have this consistently? And that's what I want to see from Siakam. He's had a couple of nice games now this season, this one being his best. Can Siakam start to get it going even more? Can he, put up these numbers consistently? That's what you want to see, and that's what's going to be the key. Because so far this season, OG looks like he's been consistent. Barnes has been consistent. Schroeder's been consistent. The two biggest things I would say that need to be consistent moving forward if this Raptors team wants to be lethal: Siakam's production and that bench. If that bench can continuously give you this type of effort, the Raptors are going to be a good squad, man. And they're going to be a tough out for many, many teams. So Raptors get the W. They are 4-4. Look, through 3 solid wins out of those 4, beating a good T-Wolves team that's clicking right now, beat the Bucks last Wednesday, and beat a very solid Mavs team this Wednesday. So, the Raptors getting nice wins. Let's see if they can keep it going. They got Boston, like I said, on Saturday, and we will see if they can make it 5-4. If the Raptors somehow win that game against Boston, man, damn, that is just going to be a huge statement. And the Raptors might, in fact, be back. But we're not going to get too ahead of ourselves. That is going to conclude today's post-game video. Guys, what is your reaction of the Raptors win over the Mavs? Let me know your comments down below. Raptors Nation, hit a like and subscribe for more. So Lucas signing off. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you all again in the next one.